Welcome back. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. Being both a reader and a knitter, I have a lot of trouble finding handbags. Let's put it that way. Since I usually carry a lot of stuff around with me, books and tablets and readers and my knitting project, which is not always small, and all of the stuff that goes along with being a knitter. And then maybe, you know, I have my little quote journal and I have some pens and then like a toiletry bag and cords for my electronic devices and all sorts of other things. And then Jordana Paige, who actually makes specific knitting bags, ran a red, white, and blue sale on her site over the holiday weekend, and for some reason her cobalt twin bags, the blue ones with her largest bag, she had a lot of defective ones, so they were already on sale, and then she gave them another 40% off. So it was a super great deal. So I went ahead and got one. And so I'm basically going to do an unbagging, because I have had people who say, I can't believe you have so much stuff in one handbag. And then I'm going to show you the inside of my new Jordana Paige bag and how much it holds. So on the left is the current bag, and on the right is the new bag, and you can see the new bag is significantly larger. And I don't know, for Jordana saying that these were kind of defective, like they might have twisted handles, or the coloration is wackadoo, or the zippers might not work, I'd say it looks pretty good. Zipper works, at least anyways. The handles look okay, the color's fine, and so inside the bag, so it's actually pretty tall. So I mean, I can get my iPad in there standing up. It has a center section, and then it has some smaller pockets and a yarn loop, which is very important. If you're a knitter, you can run your yarn through it, and that way it keeps it from tangling. And another little attached pouch and a pocket, and then it has comes two small pockets on the outside for like your keys and your phone. And this is enormous. And the reason why I particularly like this style, and then my red purse, where it's kind of 3 compartments, is that everything doesn't wind up in the bottom. And this might be a genetic requirement, because my mother hates this also, is if you have a big purse, everything winds up in the bottom if it's just like a sack. So if you get something that is divided like this, you can, you know, and especially for me, I can put my knitting on one side and my books on the other, and then in the middle I can put like my toiletry bag and stuff. In this bag, in this corner, in this bag, I would normally have my phone, which is usually in this pocket. And you can see this bag is overstuffed. You can kind of tell it's bulging. I would have my phone, my staff ID for the hospital, my earbuds, that's all for that pocket. Occasionally I have a hair tie in there also. And then the next pocket is my toiletry bag, which is, you know, lip gloss and other things that ladies carry. Which is obviously an out-of-print clutch, my wallet, which I need to replace because its zipper died, hand lotion, I have a lot of hand lotion, and then there's a small pocket, I have a lot of pens and a memory stick, and a stylus for my tablet. And in the center I have my knitting, which has already gotten caught in this zipper. It's got a snag, so I'm going to have to work that back in at some point. And this is actually, I mean, this is a big lace project. Lace packs up pretty small, but I mean, obviously 1,700 yards of lace, sorts of yarn takes up space. My inhalers, one pouch of yarn, like this has like scissors and yarn markers and a stitch counter and everything in there. And I'm using Findley yarn, if anybody wants to know. It's from Juniper Moon Farms, Findley. That's what I'm making my shawl out of. Extra circular needles, Kleenex, because you can't tell, I have a cold and or allergies. What's on the bottom? Oh yeah, Tums, because reasons. And then I think that's all in that pocket. And then the next one is my iPad. And it's a lovely Penguin Classics case, my Nook, my quote journal, and then this, because the Grit-It was getting caught on things, I have a Grit-It with all of my electronic cords, in another out-of-print pouch, because Bookriot's quarterly boxes are amazing and they have lots of stuff. And then I also have a receipt from the chiropractor that I shouldn't lose. And that's everything that I had packed into this little red handbag. And it was pretty bulgy. I have to decide what side to use for what. because there are, I've had actually Jordana Paige bags before, so I know kind of how I like to organize these. On the one side it has like pen pockets, or you can put knitting needles in there and things like that. I have put those on the same side as my knitting before and wound up getting it all caught in my actual project. So I'm actually going to put my knitting on this side. There's a second yarn loop back here, so I can use that. So also for all the book geeks, this is a Jenny G knitting bag, which has a quote from Tale of Two Cities. And then I have a pocket on the outside. I can put my keys in one, which will probably be this one right here. Or maybe, well, this one's a little smaller. Probably the one on the top for my keys, which are over on the table. And then this pocket will be my phone and my earbuds on the outside. And obviously there is still room in here. I can get a book or so in here, or another pouch if I needed to do a larger knitting project and would need like a second bag with more yarn in it. Also, one thing I didn't show you is that there are actually 2 water bottle pockets in the very corners, which is, Jordana always puts those in real nice places, because where water bottles fit best is down in the corner, because nothing ever goes there. And they're actually, having had one of these before, they are pretty absorbent if your water bottle sweats, as mine do, because I live in Iowa and it is humid here. So that was it with my unbagging and rebagging. Jordana bags, I do have to say, all of her bags that I've ever had have had a really nice shoulder draft. You can get them on and off your shoulder pretty easily. I mean, I have to do like the weird contortions to get your arm through the shoulder straps to get them on. So they sit really nice. I don't know if I mentioned this, but Jordana uses vegan faux leather in all her products. So if you're an animal person, you don't like using leather at all, they are a nice option for that. They do tend to peel on the handles, I've found, after use. And I think that's just kind of how it goes. But most of mine have lasted about 18 months or so to 2 years before they've really started kind of falling apart. So I do get quite a bit of use out of them, since these are my everyday bags. So I will put Jordana's information in the notes, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Really, Chaucer? Are you going to sit here while we do this? Nothing is in this for you. What do you want? You are so ridiculous.